So, Mr. Webb, so I can tell you why your family's here. This is a very, very special day here at Goffstown High School. I look forward to talking a bit more in a few minutes, but first I would like to ask for a really nice grizzly welcome to Miss Kathleen Hoppa and Colleen DeRusso, who are going to tell us a little bit about why we're all here today. So again, welcome to Kathleen.
Thank you very much. I should say that we are here, Colleen and I are here representing the New Hampshire School Counselor Association, and I have a few words to say about your colleague here, Mr. Webb. A passionate and compassionate dreamer and a doer, a champion, the de facto face of Goffstown High School, an unfailing advocate for kids, the go-to faculty member, and officially the kindest person at our school. In his 17th year as school counselor at Goffstown High School, Mr. John Webb has demonstrated dedication, compassion, professionalism, and an extraordinary depth of skill. His ability to meet the diverse array of student needs with sincerity, sensitivity, agility, and expertise is matched only by his ability to empower student work toward living full lives of leadership, inclusion, positive action, and healthy choices. Mr. Webb has served many, many roles in his position of school counselor here at Goffstown High School, in the community and in the state. Advisor of the Gay Straight Alliance, Student Ambassador Club, Generation Prevention Society, Ripple Effect, and Peer Outreach. He serves as the co-convener of Goffstown Youth Forum, adjunct professor at UNH and Plymouth State, and who would have guessed, coach of the freshman girls volleyball team. In doing the regular work of school counselors, Mr. Webb also has developed a systematic plan to evaluate the counseling program and designed a rubric to measure counseling effectiveness. Based on the needs of his students, he has sought out professional development and implemented new mental health interventions to address gaps in his program. More importantly, he always makes time for his students. While his program in professional development is commendable, it is Mr. Webb's ability to empower Goffstown students that sets him apart from his peers. A colleague writes that his experience in the process of transforming energy into strategy and good intention into focused and powerful execution has made his name synonymous with youth empowerment. His colleague continues, his work has spawned the spark of empowerment for literally thousands of young people whose sense of agency is only just dawning. For these reasons, and on behalf of the New Hampshire School Counselor Association, we are honored to present the 2017-2018 New Hampshire School Counselor of the Year Award to Mr. John Webb.
One of the best writers and thinkers in this whole building, Mr. Kurt McDermott, wrote a really, really nice letter of recommendation. I've asked him if he would share a few of his words about Mr. John Webb, and I think he captured John really, really well. Mr. McDermott.
So bear with, because I'm going to read off paper, which is a horrible thing to do. But John Webb is the kindest person in our school. I should know, I'm not. So in the 10 years I've worked with him, I've naturally dug around for any chink in his sunny armor, any sarcastic comment or sidelong glance that might betray a deeper pessimism, something to make me feel justified in my occasionally sour disposition. I've always come up empty. Instead, I've learned a simple truth. John will always unfailingly advocate for kids. It's what energizes him, what gives him joy, and that joy permeates everything he does at Goffstown High School. When students get fired up about something, be it making healthy choices, creating positive extracurricular opportunities for peers, welcoming students of all genders, sexual orientations, and cultures, easing the transition from 8th to 9th grade, or planning a service project for an NGO halfway across the globe, John is their go-to faculty member. He doesn't let youth enthusiasm swelter under suffocating bureaucracy, nor does he accept difficulty as an excuse for lassitude. Instead, he smiles, opens his door wide, and gets to work. It's not surprising then that John Webb is synonymous with youth empowerment at our school. When a new club is announced, we all have a pretty good idea who the advisor is. It's become an inside joke. And no one even approaches such boundless selflessness. John lives an hour away, so on particularly long days, like during our annual semi-formal dance weekends, he doesn't get home until 1 or 2 in the morning. This year was better. It never fails. While I'm falling asleep against the mop handle, he's beaming from ear to ear, congratulating a posse of peer outreach volunteers on another job well done. And he's no less impressive in his day job. Very simply, John's focused on what works, presenting to classrooms of juniors and seniors about choices after high school, providing space and information for students interested in exploring options other than the standard 4-year route. More importantly, he's responsive to testimonials and feedback from past graduates, incorporating their real-world guidance into the data he provides to students. And he's amassed such a cadre of community partners: Teen Institute, Crispin's House, the Brown Center for Innovative Learning, Making It Happen. The guidance he's able to offer goes well beyond the limits of his own experience. His role, as he sees it, is to join kids with as many opportunities as possible and continually refine his practice according to the results. To that end, he's even begun teaching at the University of New Hampshire, putting himself at the forefront of research into current best practices and methodology. It's consequently not surprising that, in many ways, John's become the de facto face of GHS. Recently, he's partnered with the local television station, WMUR, on its State of Addiction Opiate Awareness Initiative, recruiting teens to research and propose solutions for student substance abuse. Beginning last year, this program teamed with Community Anti-Drug Coalitions of America to fly student representatives to Atlanta for an immersive training session, the fruits of which were in evidence last week when I wrote this, as these same students taught their middle school peers about prescription drug awareness. And while he's constantly busy building student capital, John's also my go-to for the everyday crises of the profession. If I pass a kid with smudged mascara, I mumble a few hopefully consoling words, then walk her down to his office. He always makes time. Regardless of the problem, I know he'll address it with a humanizing sense of compassion, as I've seen him do in countless 504 meetings when he negotiates between aggrieved parents and offended teachers with the grace of a saint. Whether he's swapping scripts with student authors during National Novel Writing Month, marching in a candlelight vigil for Red Ribbon Week, or simply staying late to make sure a student is okay, John's unyielding efforts to build a beloved community mean that he lives by a brilliant example. In this messy profession, where it's all too easy to let cynicism get the best of us, it's so important to honor a person who, for the extent of his professional life, never has. Thanks.
And a quick, so John and I go way back, so 19 years? 19 years, so our children were the same age. He was a Manchester resident, and we were like neighbors. And what I vividly remember when he was first here, so you hear old people talk about this, is like back in the day, and it's opening day so I can say this, is like the Red Sox lost every year, like 87 years in a row, 86 years in a row, so they just always lost. And John and I, one of my favorite early memories is that he came over to my house. He brought guacamole Doritos. That was before they were in even. I think it was like the first year that there was guacamole Doritos. And then he brought earrings, magnetic earrings that do you still have them? Yeah. And they would flash. And like we would sit around and we were like we were crazy Red Sox fans, and we did weird things, and we still always lost until it eventually happened. But he is Mr. Rogers is a mean dude compared to Mr. Webb, and he generally is the nicest person I've ever met. And I can tell you, I think we have enough. He's the best of the best. We need more people like Mr. Webb in this world, always positive, always willing to help. And every single day for 19 years, that's all I've ever seen him do, is come to work with a smile on his face, help, work. He's never not with students. That's what he does every single day. And for that, couldn't be more proud that my bud from way back with you'll have trouble getting that image out of it. They were really cool though. Best of the best, couldn't be more proud. Congratulations again to John Webb. both.
Whew. Thank you. I really appreciate this is such an honor. You guys. So nice to have my family here. I'm a little bit speechless in a minute. Such kind words. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Frank. Diane McCarthy, I'm not sure if you're here, but I know you also wrote a nice letter. Joyce Lewis. Joyce, special thanks to you. You nominated me, and here I am. So I'm really, really honored. One thing that I can just say about this, even just being in this moment, is that it's an opportunity to teach. And so I guess I want to take an opportunity to teach you all something. Because I found a career, and special thanks to my mom, who's a psychotherapist in the Seacoast area, and my dad, who was a professor of psychology, counseling psychology at the University of New Hampshire. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. So thank you for your influence and guidance on me. Ernie, my mom's husband of 25 years. You are a rock in my life. I so appreciate Ernie is an engineer, a computer guy, and such a great spirit and such a great influence on my life and my family's lives. Tammy, this is my wife's birthday, if everyone could say thank you to Tammy. Happy birthday, honey. Thanks for your support and allowing me to stay out late with Kurt and clubs, doing these crazy things, empowering kids. Yeah, a few years back, I realized I woke up one morning and I just had the thoughts of just who can I empower and encourage today, and I've been thinking that ever since. It's just like, I wonder who's going to walk in my door, who's going to make an appointment, whose life could I possibly shift towards being better. Special thanks to my kids for being here. What? You're supposed to be in school. This is really nice. I'm glad that you're here to see this. This is special. Back to, I guess, something I just want to teach all of you is empowerment and encouragement. Wherever you can be compassionate, show compassion. Unlock that side of you if you haven't already. Be kind to others. You will be amazed at what kind of relationships you can build by being kind to another human being. So please, if you haven't done that every day of your life, do it. You'll thank me later. The other piece is about empathy. It's so important to know what another person is possibly thinking or feeling. And so to your best ability, that, I'm not sure if this is a Cherokee saying, but we're part Cherokee Indian, but you want to walk a mile in somebody else's moccasins. You guys know what that means, right? Put on the shoes. Put on the shoes. Hypothetically, metaphorically, put on somebody else's shoes and try to live their life, even for a mile, for a minute, okay? To see where they're coming from. So wherever you can practice compassion and empathy, please, please, please do so. In fact, I would look forward to hearing your stories of something that you've done to show kindness or compassion or empathy. I don't know what else to say. I'm just floored. Thank you so much again. Gosh, where's it go from here, Frank?
I should, what did the principal say? Get back to class. How about another giant congratulations for the most deserving student council